Fall is the perfect time to dive into a new book. The Tuscola Public Library has a sneak peek of their current favorites in today's page turners. And Devin Black joins me. Glad to have you here, Devin.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely. So I know that the fall is the perfect time to just kind of cozy up, get a book that you love and that you can't put down. And we got some good options here for, it looks like, a range of ages. Let's talk about I Am Ruby Bridges first.
Yeah, I always like to bring a range of ages. So this is a picture book, so we're talking pretty young, kindergarten, first, second grade even. I mean, anyone can read this book and learn something from it. But Ruby Bridges herself wrote all the words for it, didn't illustrate it, of course. But this just tells her story of school integration in New Orleans, and I'm going to mess up the year, but probably around 1959 or somewhere in there, I'm pretty sure. And it's such a treasure that we get to have a picture book not written about the event by some third party, but by herself.
Yeah.
The author herself, yeah.
I bet that would be a neat perspective to get to kind of, and especially being mainly just pictures, getting to see that and visualize that, it would be a really cool thing for a student to read.
And plus, she went, and it was like she was in first and second grade, so it's already written for that kind of audience, and that was the age at which she, went to school at that point, so yeah.
Very cool, very cool. So definitely one to check out, especially for those little ones. The next one we have is Mammoth Maths. Looks cute, just mammoths all over.
It's really not that complicated of a book. It does talk about all kinds of things that you would think about, like shapes and weights and speed and all the kind of mathematical concepts that you can think of, except there's mammoths on every page.
And who doesn't love that? So what grade, what age would be good for this one?
I would say third, fourth, fifth, probably.
Okay, a little older.
Yeah, if you go too much past that, you probably need more complicated. But it's probably good for third, fourth, fifth grade.
So it's a good way to maybe disguise the learning and the math side of things and a little bit of fun, which is what I needed when I was learning math.
Every single one of these books is fun and trying to trick you into learning something, so that's kind of the theme today anyways.
Yes, that's awesome and always seems to be quite effective, especially with kids. Okay, and this one I'm especially fascinated by. It's the What If 2. Tell me about this one.
So we have What If at the library. This is the brand new one, and it has just the craziest questions that they try to answer as scientifically as possible. So a couple of my favorites were, can you use the moonlight with a magnifying glass? How big of a magnifying glass might you need to start a fire with moonlight? And you'll have to read for that answer. I won't tell you that answer. But one of my other favorite ones is they do actually ask how many McDonald's hamburgers does a T-Rex need to survive per day? And I believe the answer was 80.
Oh my gosh.
It's way fewer than I thought it would be, actually. But
these things aren't just like, making up an answer. They're actually trying to make them scientific.
So a reptile of that size and weight, yeah, they go through and with the magnifying glass they talk all about focal lengths and all. Yeah.
So this is just fun. This is a fun read, something to look forward to, and this is also maybe more catered to adults, or could it be teens too?
I would say it could be teens or adults, and I mean it is fun, and it's kind of supposed to be like humor. It's science and humor mixed together.
Well, that's the best kind of science in my opinion, when it's just fun and easy to understand, but also very entertaining. Okay, and you guys have a ton going on at the Tuscola Public Library, as always. Let's just talk about what people can look forward to throughout this month.
Our big thing is on October 25th. That's our Halloween bash. I believe the city of Tuscola is calling it the Boo Bash. I wanted to call it Tuscola, and I was overruled. But on our newsletter, it says both of those names anyways, because all librarians are renegades, of course.
Awesome.
And we're going to be down at the community building on October 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. And we'll have a lot of games and candy to hand out. And all downtown, all around that block, there's going to be a lot of businesses, and they'll be open and handing out candy. And then we'll have a trunk or treat going too for those businesses and organizations that aren't located.
So cool how the whole community has gotten involved in something so fun and so just catered towards kids. Do you need to register in advance for that?
You don't. You just show up. Oh, and make sure you wear your costume.
Oh, of course. Of course. For everybody or just the kids?
Well, I encourage everyone to
everybody wear the costume.
I'll be wearing a costume.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to see it, you're going to have to come.
You have to go check it out. What is Devin going to be? Awesome. Well, some great books here, and of course, all sorts of fun that's happening there, and I'm sure people can catch a whole calendar of events over on their Facebook page, and we'll link you up to their Facebook page over on our Facebook page, Say a Living's Facebook page right there. Thanks so much, Devin.